At some point recently, you probably said it. You told yourself, I just need to get through this period and then things will calm down. Maybe you said it about a work project. Maybe it was a tough season in a relationship. Or maybe it was just a chaotic month in Nairobi. But the period ended, and things didn't calm down. There was another period after that, and another one after that. Meet Alex. He's 22. He's athletic, sharp, and driven. But look at him. He's slumped over a desk at midnight, pale with exhaustion. He's trapped in traffic, shoulders hunched, heart racing for no reason. He thinks he's just grinding. He thinks he's just busy, but the truth is much darker. Alex is being hijacked from the inside out. And if you feel like you're constantly on edge, you are too. Look at your phone. Those unread notifications aren't just messages, they're triggers. The baseline level of chronic stress in your nervous system has been elevated for so long that you've started to mistake it for your personality. Think about that. That bitterness, that quick temper, that feeling that everyone is annoying you, that is not who you are. That is physiology. This isn't a metaphor. Your body is stuck in a loop. Your nervous system is operating as if there is a predator in the room, even when you're just standing on a street corner in Nairobi. Let's look under the hood. Your stress response is managed by the HPA Axis, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. When you perceive a threat, whether at a deadline or a dangerous alleyway, your hypothalamus triggers your pituitary gland. That signal shoots down to your adrenal glands, which flood your bloodstream with cortisol and adrenaline. This system is extraordinary for short-term survival. It mobilizes your energy. It sharpens your focus. It prepares you to fight or flee. If you're being chased, you want this system at 100%. But here is the problem. It is catastrophically damaging when the system stays activated for months or years. When you stay in hustle mode 24/7, that boiling neon crimson fluid, that cortisol, never leaves your system. It becomes a slow-acting poison. Chronic high cortisol doesn't just make you feel stressed. It physically breaks you down. It suppresses your immune function. This is why when you're chronically stressed, you're the first person to get sick. It constricts your arteries, creating a massive risk factor for heart disease. It disrupts your digestion. It ruins your sleep. But the most terrifying damage happens here. Constant stress actually shrinks your hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory. It impairs your prefrontal cortex. That's the CEO of your brain. It's the part that lets you think clearly, make decisions, and stay rational. When you're stressed, you aren't just tired. You're literally making yourself less capable of solving the problems that are causing the stress in the first place. Scientists call this allostatic load. Your body has a normal operating state. It expends energy to maintain that state when life hits you point 11, but when the stressors are unrelenting, when you never recover, the cost of maintaining that state becomes unsustainable. Systems begin to break down. This is the compounding bill. The headaches that won't go away, that tightness in your chest, the fatigue that no amount of sleep seems to fix. That is your body presenting a bill. And here's the thing about this bill. You don't get to choose whether to pay it. You only choose whether to address it proactively now or wait until the late fees become a medical crisis. Even the ancient Stoics understood this. Marcus Aurelius was obsessed with the health of the mind, but he knew the mind needs a host, a body that is poorly maintained through neglect of sleep, exercise, and rest, is a body that makes the mind's work harder. To have sound judgment, you need a functional organism. Your capacity for clear thought is not separable from your physical state. You have to treat stress management like infrastructure maintenance. It's not a luxury. It's the foundation. So, how do we fix the infrastructure? How do we tier up the invoice? First, movement. Aerobic exercise is one of the best stress regulators we have. It literally metabolizes those stress hormones. It stimulates the growth of brand new neurons in your hippocampus. It's as effective as pharmaceutical interventions. Second, sleep. It is non-negotiable. Third, connection. Humans are not designed to carry this load alone. Social connection is a primary regulator of your stress response. And finally, therapy. Don't view it as a last resort or an admission of failure. View it for what it is, a sophisticated, evidence-based tool for handling a load that is too heavy for one person. You cannot let stress hijack your behavior. You have to practice the discipline of equanimity, processing the emotion and returning to rationality. Address the bill now. Fix the infrastructure. Balance the organism. Reclaim your body. Reclaim your mind. Dominate your life.